So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now the stories I wanted to dive into today includes negative PlayStation 5 news, the recent news that's been making the rounds, getting shut down recently, new PlayStation 5's leak, the next PlayStation 5 event, and Sony wins at CES 2023 for their hardware. First, yes or no, have you had any issues with your PlayStation 5 or not? We're going to talk about the non-issue really that was spreading around like crazy recently, but before that, I want to know if you guys have had any issues with your PlayStation 5 since you picked it up. So comment below yes or no if you've had any issues with your PlayStation 5. Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the first story of the video, negative PlayStation 5 news shutdown. Reading from PlayStation Lifestyle, reports emerged last week that an alleged design flaw could irreparably damage PlayStation 5 consoles placed in a vertical position, both those that have been in use for a while and those that have been stored for months brand new in box. However, a follow-up report has now been released clarifying there is no evidence that a new in-box PlayStation 5s are affected by the issue. The design flaw reportedly happens when the APU seal has been damaged and the liquid metal within can reportedly become uneven or even spill over time when the console is stored vertically. Initial reports has said that this is a design flaw. This design flaw can even happen with PlayStation 5s that are new in box and have been stored for several months in a vertical position, but now this has been declared to be false. Wololo, the website who initially reported the problem, has blamed a critical misunderstanding on our end, and that unopened in-box PlayStation 5s actually refer to PlayStation 5s that haven't been opened, the actual console itself, by other repair shops prior to him. So, breaking this down, the issue was this person, Wololo, the website, saw a video by the coder 3R, who's a technician on YouTube, about a PlayStation 5 having this liquid metal issue. It wasn't a new PlayStation 5, it was a PlayStation 5 that just was never physically opened itself, but was sent in for repair. So there are PlayStation 5s that have had this issue apparently, but it's not up to the scale that was put out there by some people. These were broken PlayStation 5 consoles sent in for repair. We don't know what happened to them to get them broken. We have no idea what the owners did, etc. before sending them in for repair. I've had my PlayStation 5 standing since launch, and Sony specifically have a stand set up for you to stand your PlayStation 5 up vertically. I'd assume they'd make sure standing your PlayStation 5 up wouldn't break it over time. Something else was clearly up. I said in a discussion in a previous video in the comments with someone else who asked why I wasn't reporting on the issue back then. 1, there was other news pieces to talk about, and 2, with stuff like this, I needed to see it be an actual problem. I know nobody in my personal life who's had this issue, and I have many friends who have PlayStation 5s and who have had them vertical, standing up. Bottom line, every console, every piece of electronic has issues here and there. This isn't a red ring of death situation, so I'll still have my PlayStation 5 up vertical like I've had it since launch. Also, shout out to all the Xbox extremists and Xbox journalists who blew this story up to the stratosphere for some reason. Now, diving into the second story of the video, PlayStation 5 event possibly next month. Reading from PlayStation Lifestyle, here we go again. PlayStation State of Play 2023 rumors have begun. Over the weekend, there was quite a bit of chatter on Reddit and Twitter about when the next highly anticipated showcase will take place. And although we tracked the rumors down to an unverified source, that hasn't stopped fans from hoping and speculating once again. The rumor that was being shared over the weekend stemmed from 4chan. According to the rumor, there's a State of Play coming in February or March, and then in May. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a State of Play sometime later this month focusing on PlayStation 5 exclusive Forspoken, and a February State of Play makes sense for PlayStation VR 2. A May showcase sounds pretty random, but don't forget there are some big blockbusters scheduled for this year, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2 in the fall. So we kind of talked about this when we covered that big supposed 4chan leak on Monday, but didn't really focus on this part as much. A state of play in February makes a crazy amount of sense that, knowing Sony, they probably just wouldn't do it because it makes so much sense. But PlayStation VR 2 launches in that month, and they have yet to have a dedicated event. Horizon Call of the Mountain alone should have a state of play focusing on it. It's a first party title for one of their biggest IPs. Also, alongside that, they should give a bit of shine to some of the highlight games coming at launch and get people really excited for PlayStation VR 2, even if they've already pre-ordered. Get those people like myself excited, even though I am already excited. Get us even more pumped for the PlayStation VR 2 launch. But you guys let me know if you think we'll get a state of play in February or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the third story of the video, Sony wins at CES 2023. So, Sony won a hardware award from Laptop Magazine for PlayStation VR 2 as the best VR headset of the show, which is wild considering how many other VR headsets were at the Consumer Electronics Show for 2023. If you watch some of the VR channels, there were a lot of VR headsets there. So, for this one to win best of show is a pretty big thing. Laptop Magazine stated this about PlayStation VR 2. Just ahead of its launch, the PlayStation VR 2 has absolutely blown us away as a true generational leap from the previous PlayStation VR and one of the best VR experiences we've played. The visual fidelity and smoothness of the picture is incredible. The controllers feel great with impeccable haptics and with what I call that PlayStation polish. The first-party game experience immerses you in an interactive world rather than just feeling like a simulation that passes you by. So we are weeks away from PlayStation VR 2's launch. We've been hearing mostly like 95% great things about the headset. There's some things here and there that people didn't like, some issues, some stuff like that, but stuff that could probably be ironed out before launch. So mostly it's been positive, and I can't wait to finally dive into this headset that we've been waiting years for. And now diving into the final story of the video, new PlayStation 5's leak. Reading from Video Game Chronicle, new PlayStation 5 console bundles have seemingly been revealed ahead of an official announcement from Sony. The PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Digital Edition bundles, which include two DualSense controllers pictured below or pictured on the screen here, will launch in February according to product listings temporarily published by Australian retailer EB Games. While the listings are no longer online, they were spotted by Twitter user Zuby Tech before they were pulled. So just to add to this as well, these will also be the 6nm more efficient PlayStation 5 models as well, according to Zuby Tech, which I assumed would be the case since those are the new models that have been circulating since September last year anyway. But you guys let me know if you're looking to buy a new PlayStation 5 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is the body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with bring on the state of play. We're long overdue for a state of play. One should be around the corner. There's just so much upcoming for Sony that they've got to have a state of play coming soon, especially in February. So if you're excited for the next state of play, destroy the comment section with bring on the state of play, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.